Yes. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. The virus that is creating a lot of brouhaha in Africa and around the world. About 3 has been detected here in Australia. Now, the issue is, I listened to one of the commentators from Africa, a lady that was talking from Abuja. Now, blaming the rest of the world for shutting the Southern region down. One thing I just wanted to stress out in this scenario is this. The Africans, by now, should find a way to develop their own vaccine. Why are they waiting for the rest of the world to supply them vaccine? Perhaps they said the best doctor in the world is from Africa. So where are all these African doctors that is based in the UK, based in the US, based in Japan, China, Germany, France, Belgium, Israel? So what are you guys doing? You waiting for the vaccine to be produced somewhere else, delivered to you guys for free? This is barbaric. We should grow more than looking for a handout. Africa, my Africa. Is this your back that is bent? For how long are we going to live in this handout? We have all the mineral resources. Africa is the guardian of Edens. We supply the world with all sort of materials. They will give them to refine it for us and sell it to us. We steal our wealth and give to them. And yet we're crying for a handout. Don't you see that we are just doing ourselves? For how long are we going to be waiting for a handout? Now I can see all the commentators, everyone is crying. There's no point crying when the head is off. The Omicron does not, they say it's from Boswana. The South African detected it. It's in Mozambique, it's in Malawi, it's in all the southern region, the SADC region have acquired it as if they are buying sardine from the shop. So before all these Omicron go around in circles, where were they? Where are the doctors? People are dying like flies. Yet we have all these miscreants who still don't believe there is COVID killing people. They still believe it's a westernized disease. And you look at it. Time is running out. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Not until we start believing in ourselves, the rest of the world is going to use us like a tissue to wipe their ass. All we know best is stealing our money and give it to them to keep in their banks, where we have our own banks. No country in Africa, no single president in Africa can mandate its doctors to create a vaccine that can cure their disease. Instead, they're importing from China. Fake ones. Fake drug from China, fake drug from India. You know? So why the cry? Why are you people crying? How many presidents do we have in Africa? And all of them have an account in the United States. All of them have an account in the UK. They have an account in China. They have an account in everywhere, stealing our wealth and give it to these people to keep it. And then we go and borrow it again on a higher interest. So all this cry should stop because it's not doing us any good. The best thing to do is to call all the African doctors, assemble them together, give them the financial resources so they can manufacture the COVID drug. They can buy it cheap. There's no point crying that they are selling it $29 for you people. Why can't you make a single currency? How many nations in Africa? Yet all the African currency is made useless from the World Bank. They supply you people and come and take it with their professional. They call it professionalism. They call it expatriate. Where a secondary troop stout will come to your country, they become an expatriate. Educated elites cannot get a job, all because of the myopic ideology our presidents in Africa got. This is my Africa, and this is the African that is crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop crying. Instead of you guys to invest in humanity, invest in infrastructure development, invest in hospitals, invest in manpower. You guys are busy stealing our resources and stealing our money and banking them overseas. The Omicron is here in Africa. It's not going anywhere until we begin to use our brain to think for ourselves instead of waiting for a handout from the Western world. There's no point to cry. Cry not, my African. Be serious for once and create your own vaccine. We have the best doctors. We have the best natural resources. We have the oil. We have the columbine. We have all the mineral resources on the surface of the earth. Yet, when we sell this money, sell it, we give and keep it in their banks. Why can't we have an African bank that can stand as a reserve to store our currency? Why can African build their own submarine? Why can't Africa bring their own nuclear weapon? Why can't Africa build their own private jets? Why can't Africa build their own personal cars? Everything we use in Africa is being imported. Some of the African countries cannot even feed themselves anymore because they rely on China. Now there's COVID. Every one of them is crying. For how long are we going to live inside sin? Looking at our brothers dying in sin. Jesus came from Africa. Moses came from Africa. Pharaoh from Africa. All these dudes, Theophilus, David, Solomon, everyone, all these people, you name it in the Bible, they are all from Africa. Peter, John the Baptist, everyone from Africa. Still, no single wisdom is still yet developed. Go to Egypt, you have the pyramid. Everything there from Africa. AstraZeneca, the guy that produced AstraZeneca is an African guy. Yet, Africa is still crying, looking for souvenir. For how long are we going to be waiting for a handout as souvenir? From the Western world? Who named them Western world? They came to Africa, destroy all you have, steal our artifact, kill our mothers, rape our mothers and rape our sisters. Anywhere you see a black man, you see a hatred. People are dying in numbers in high sea to cross to Europe. And yet, our African president can't think, oh, what can we do to save people from not crossing from Africa to European countries? Why can't the white people cross the sea to eat people? They all have 5 fingers. There's no difference. We need to use our brain to create what we want. We have the most fertile land for agriculture. Why are we not developing our agriculture? Why? Africa, my Africa, is this your back that is bent? How many presidents do we have? Togo, we're busy doing voodoo to cleanse the land for all the people they have killed. This is absolutely barbaric. It's weird. For how long are we going to be crying and crying and crying? It makes me feel very bad to my stomach. Good afternoon, Shana Yusuf. May God bless you for watching. Help me share this video so let's touch life together. It annoys me to see the way people are crying in African land, where we have every resource to develop our continent. We are still waiting for souvenirs. We're waiting for a handout. Look at our journalists all crying here and there. We don't have good road. We don't have proper good electricity supply. We don't have water supply. We don't have anything. In this DNA war, we are still crying. We are still crying. 21st century. Africa is still crying for a handout. We have oil, we have columbine, we have gold, we have diamond. We have uranium. Name it. Everything is in our African land. And yet, we are waiting for a handout. We have the best doctors. We supply America with the highest numbers of doctors and nurses, higher than the rest of the world. Yet, we can't produce Panadol on our planet. We are waiting for China to give it to us. We are waiting for India. We're waiting for Pakistan. All our industry, we kill all of them because of our selfish end. Our governors, our permanent secretaries, our doctors, our presidency, our ministers, they are all corrupt, criminals. And yet, look at them, everyone crying. Here is, Omicron is coming, Omicron, we're going to die. We are waiting for a handout. When these people were busy industrializing their country. We were busy stealing our money and giving it to them to build their own land. How many billions the Africa have? Mobutu Sese Seko, who recorded himself flying to died and rise up from the grave. Kenneth Kaunda of Malawi, who ruled Zambia with iron fist. Kamuzu Banda, known as Christopher Armstrong, who ruled Malawi like iron strong. And hand over to Bakili Muluzi, Babangida of Nigeria, Abacha. Look at all these people. Where are Iyelema of Togo, Momo of Sierra Leone, Jaja Jawara of Gambia. Where are these people? Peter Botha of South Africa. Yet, we're crying. Sassou Nguesso of Congo. We are crying. Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. All these people with countless names. I can count and count and count. We are still waiting for a handout. We cannot look for. We have the best scientists. Once everything grows in Africa, we will send it to America. I will never come back home. Because there's no electricity. We are busy planting Boko Haram, Sharia law, and all sort of criminals. Kidnapping become the biggest factory in Nigeria. For how long are we going to wait for a handout? That is the question I asked Buhari. The question I asked the president of Togo. The question I asked Ramaphosa of South Africa. There's a question I asked the president of Malawi, the president of Nyerere of Tanzania. The same question I asked Kenya. The question I asked Egypt. For how long are we going to wait for a handout? We have a whole continent with 56 countries, if I'm not mistaken. Yet, none of them can survive on their own. All of them is waiting for a handout, waiting for a aid. These people are no less better than us. If we can look down on ourselves, count our fingers, we have the best skin, we have the best planet. We are still crying, waiting for a handout. You journalists, all of you guys should be ashamed of yourself. You president, you should be ashamed of yourself. The question you're supposed to ask your whole president in your country, what are we doing? You are busy questioning BBC. You are busy questioning CNN. Oh, we are being locked out. We are crying. Common aircraft you guys could not produce. But you have the audacity to steal our resources and give it to them. And then go and borrow it again on a higher interest. Today you are crying that the world is running far away from you people. This is barbaric. Africa, rise up. Rise up, Africa. And be ashamed for once. Africa, rise up, presidents, all the presidents of Africa, rise up and be ashamed for once. This is hilarious. We see a journalist crying to BBC, crying to CNN, crying to ABC that Africa is being locked out. They should stop the whole flight coming to Africa if that's what it takes for them to grow. They should stop everything coming there. Both the ship, stop bringing shipment. Everything stopped. So African can rise up to their own, use their own brain to develop. Before the rise of the European, before the rise of the Roman Empire, Africans were already far advanced. We were able to build the pyramid. We were able to do a lot of artifacts, carvings. We have embassies all around the world. The Edo Empire, the Usman Afodio, the Ashanti Kosoko, the Mali Empire, the richest empire on the surface of the earth. We were rich in abundance. But the white people came. You abandon your culture. You abandon your religion. You abandon everything meant for you to survive. You think the gods are crazy? That everything given to you to survive. You sold it, even sold your language. I'm doing research as a criminologist. I just opened some pages on the internet. I found that the Aboriginal community here are studying, making it stronger. For them, they are not studying their language. The language that we abandoned years ago. They are not going back to their root. That's the way it should be. I did a symposium in Africa the other day for Edo people to learn their language, because every time I was in a restaurant in Benin City. Two brothers came from, no, I don't know where. They were speaking Arabic language. Inside Benin City, inside the restaurant. I had to question them. Look, bro, we are in Benin City. What's wrong speaking your whole language here? They could not answer themselves. Common language, you people abandon it. And not speaking, people are speaking French in Benin City, in Lagos, in South Africa, in Malawi, where they speak Kewa. Murigbaji. That's what people need to go and learn go back to your African root. As a black person, anywhere you see a black man, I don't ask them where they came from. They are all Africans. And we are most racist to ourselves. The presidencies we have in Africa, they are all corrupt. No one is thinking about the welfare of their people. If the white man come to Africa, the president we have in our African countries will sell their people for a pin. And yet we are. We think we have made it. Come on, Omicron, come. The white people wake up and shut the door on you. I'm not trying to be racist here. And that is a fact. They said, no more flight going to South Africa, no more flight going to Namibia, Malawi, Mozambique, Swaziland, Lesotho, Boswana. They're going to include Angola very soon. Zambia. All those SADC regions be shut down. And everyone is crying. I hear the journalist crying from Abuja. Hey. Come on, man. Better zip it, because you are all making Africa look like we are all Dundee. We are not. We are all educated. The whole world invested money to create COVID. What did Africa continent did? Nothing. The time these people were ordering their drugs, we were thinking our concoction can finish it, can kill it. We are all scared of taking the vaccine. You know, the white people are not good. The white people are not good. They are above the space. They are above the space. They are trying to see how the sun is revolving. The other day, they sent a bomb blast to go and blast the asteroid coming to collide with the Earth. What did the Africa do? We only read the newspaper and say, yeah. We always want to clap for the winner. Now here we are crying for the Omicron. Omicron making people scared. Chinese herbs, they are still drinking it. African herb, we throw them away. We threw them away. We threw them away. Here we are crying. Omicron just came. All the journalists go on air. It's a shame to look at you people crying like a Dundee. Omicron is a virus. We all have to learn how to live with this virus, whether we like it or not. The whole virus is here to stay. If you are asked to go and take a vaccine, go and take it. There's no two ways about it. Those ideological morons who think people will take virus now will die in 2 years. If the whole world dies, who's going to live here? Go and vaccinate yourself. Make sure you look at the box and check the expiring date before you put anything in your body. Africa, my Africa. Is this your back that is bent? What's going on? What is going on? For how long are we going to cry? Looking for a handout from the European. After we steal our weight and give to them, they will come and give us the interest. And we'll be paying another interest on top of our interest they came to give to us. Mobutu Sese Seko steal all our resources, kept it in France and Belgium. Babangida steal all the money, put it in a Bank of America, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, and so many places. Buhari is almost doing the same. Every African president is stealing and giving to the European countries. All the French Francophone are meant to pay 5 billion in French bank. That is the oil of France. That is the oil of France. Today, no Africa Francophone is developed because all their resources are being kept in France. And France, go and look at the way the black people are living in France. That is second slavery. And yet, we want to blame the Almighty God. Africa is the only country on the surface of the earth that preach more than every other person. We have the best lawyers. We have the best pastors. We have the best criminals. We have best kidnappers. We have the best Boko Haram. All the bad things. To come and think of it. The white people will be laughing. If they have every opportunity to lock Africa out, they will do it without looking back. They will do it without looking back. The good part of it that we have good liver, we have good heart. We have better skin. We can survive any temperature. That's what is keeping us. For God so loved the world, He has given us their Son to die for our sin. And that is the only country, the African continent, that believes that much on that theory. Please, my people, we need to rise up. There's no point waiting for anyone to come and survive us. We must survive ourselves. If you are watching me, give me the thumbs up. Thank you. This is Ambassador Job, Ambassador of Peace under the Socio-Economic Status of the United Nations. Thank you, and may God bless you. If you are watching this video, please help me share it. Let's touch life together. It is important. It's good to be good. But our African president needs to wake up from the slumber. There's no point waiting for anyone to come and give us a handout. There's no point for us to be waiting for aid. Where the world is busy investing money in medication, we are busy stealing our wealth, keeping in the European banks. And here we are crying. For how long? When we are having headache in Africa, we'll go to UK to go and do medical checkup. Our people are dying at home. Instead of us to invest in medical facilities, build better hospitals that can accommodate Africans, we are busy going to UK, going to Hong Kong, going to China to go and do medical checkup. Is that not a shame on us? Our ministers, who were supposed to, minister of health, we have every country in Africa have minister of health. All the best thing they know how to do is to steal our money. No one has invested money in building better hospital or to equip their own nation. My people, let us all have headache over the misappropriation of funds from Africa. We all know where our money goes. Who's going to speak about it? Who's going to talk about it? That's the question. Let us, all of us, rise up. Every one of us will do a video to condemn the atrocity of our presidency in Africa so that it can rise up and start building, investing money in Africa, investing money in better medical facilities. Common typhoid is killing people in Africa like flies because of bad waters. We don't have sewage, we have boreholes everywhere. How can people not be? People will be sick every day. Water we drink, they don't even purify it. As the way you tap it from the soil, that's the way they put it in their mouth and drink it. They can't even boil it. And yet, we pay money for. If we're not living overseas, how would the African continent survive? Because the resources we have, the money, they are sending it out. It is the one we are sending home they are using to survive us. Our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our uncles, they are all crying that the African continent is dying. And yet we have presidency who cannot invest money in good health, in medical facilities. Can't invest money to build good roads, water supply. Yet we have water board. They receive salary for the past 20 years. We have water board that has been receiving money, but they are not pumping water. Is that not a shame? My people, it's time for me to quit. I'll be back in a short while. Thank you guys for watching. Bye for now.